this time on the Off-Road Tradies. We welcome some new faces to the crew for the Off-Road Tradies Darling River Tag Along Tour, from Wentworth in southwest New South Wales to halfway between Burke and Warriner, to have a look at the plight of one of Australia's biggest rivers and the amazing people that live along it. We get an up-close look at the recent fish kills that have plagued the Darling, spend a night or two camping on the river, enjoying a beer at the Tilpa Pub, and taking a look around at one of Australia's oldest sheep stations, and most of all, enjoying some of Australia's best outback driving.
Hey guys, welcome. The Off-Road Tradies here, pulled up at Wentworth at the pub. About ready to head off on our Darling River trip with a group of blokes inside.
Long drive today, heading to about 80 k's north of Menindee for the first camp. Once we get there, we'll set up. We've got some people up there already that are getting the camp ovens and the spit roast ready, hopefully for a good night. We're starting our journey at the Royal Hotel Wentworth, just getting all the group together. We've got 14 plus about 4 people for cooking and tour leading, and also Clayton Sharp, who's our biologist and general guru of river knowledge.
Rescue Murray cod that were on the cusp of dying, and relocate them out from the Mildura and then to breed them. And then
from here we're going to go to the junction of the Darling where it meets the Murray, and then follow it up. Just pulled up here at Corolla Station, which is property owned by Wayne Smith, local landholder, to stop at a man-made weir that they've put in only last year to try and help with the water levels, just to keep a bit of water upstream. I'll take you down for a look. As you can see here, upstream, Wayne's pumped to his house there, which he also pumps water back into the river, and it gives the fish a bit of air. Apparently some cod like to get around that, and downriver here to this dirt weir that was only put in last year. You can see on the other side, I'll take you down there, there's no flow, plenty, but pool water here still. Couple of stops so far, Pooncarie Hotel and the fish aerator at Pooncarie, and just below the Pooncarie weir just to check the river out. But as you can see, this is designed so that if they do get some flow, they can release water, but obviously at the moment that's not the case. If you look down further, you can see sheep and kangaroos just feeding in the bottom of the water. Just arrived at Menindee. Quick stop here at Maidens Hotel, famous hotel. It used to be the Burke and Wills before it burnt down, but it's Maidens Hotel now. Menindee's famous for Burke and Wills trips through here. Here at the regulator that lets the water back out of the lakes from the Menindee Lake system back into the Darling River for the lower half of the Darling River. Over here you got the lower half where they're letting all the water out, as you can tell, not a lot. So we just arrived at campsite for first camp tonight at Nearly Garney, which is a privately run but public campsite for on the river. You can camp, got toilets and showers with hot water if you need them. Quite reasonable, $10 per person per night. Alvin, what do you think of the drive today?
I think that was a pretty good drive. Roads were actually quite nice, and it's time for a beer.
This is our resident chef, Peter Webley, superstar in the making, but have a look what he's got ready for us. Ooh. Breakfast of champions.
We're away.
Craig and Lily, our host for last night. Wonderful place to stay. Thank you very much.
No worries at all, anytime, mate.
Just leaving Pooncarie. We've just gone and had a look at the old weir at Pooncarie. Not very good, but we're about to head off towards Tilpa now, so just get everyone together, make sure they're all ready, locked and loaded. We've travelled from Nalia Gari this morning, about 80 k's so far. Just cruised along, pretty dusty, so we're just taking it steady, and that'll be about it for now, so keep in touch.
So basically we're driving from Pooncarie to Tilpa on the Dale on this road.
Pretty much. You hit the bitumen as you just before the bridge at Tilpa.
Yeah, probably.
I think it's just probably only a K the other side of the bridge. So.
Rightio. So we hit the bitumen, cross the bridge and then go into Tilpa.
Yeah, you won't miss it. 3 buildings.
Yeah, fair enough. So I got the good maps in this car, so I just wave them up on the screen.
This part of the track I have done.
We're just driving along the East Tilpa Road from Pooncarie to Tilpa at the moment. 11 cars with us. Lost a couple last night, but had to head back. We're still going well. Stopping at Tilpa, going to have a look at the weir, and then we'll go into Tilpa. And then we'll get some lunch, have a beer, and head off from there up to Dunlop Station and do a tour through there. It's a very old station, used to be 1 million acres, which has been cut up now, but we'll also have a tour through the world's oldest mechanical shearing shed. I've just pulled up here about 15-20k short of Tilpa, just have a look at the river, which, as you can see, not much of a river. Wayne's down there in the bottom having wandered around. So here at Tilpa Weir, this is Tilpa's water supply for the town. Comes out of here. Local farmer keeps the water fresh by driving his speedboat up and down here for a couple of hours every second day, just out of the goodness of his heart. Here we've got the weir itself and the fish ladders that were put in for the native fish to get back upstream when there's shortage of water, but obviously not this much water. So they use those to swim up, come back out, so they can get upstream again.
Just pulled up at Dunlop Station, going to do a quick tour of the residence and the wool shed. Have a look inside, see what it's like. It's the original homestead of many, many acres around here, so we'll go inside and have a quick look around.
Stay tuned for part 2 of the Darling River trip. The Off-Road Tradies wouldn't be possible without our sponsors and supporters. To see more of the Off-Road Tradies, hit the subscribe button and make sure you follow us on Instagram and Facebook.